I finally finished Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Or, Season 4 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I should say. And man, I know I wasn't, like, sure about it before. I was like, is this show still good? But I remembered why I liked it, and it's because they do this story over the course of, like...
What a thing.
It's 22 episode seasons, so they're, like, pretty long. And it's this, like, slow build of this, like, crazy plot line that you just get so invested in. And especially the characters and where they end up and all of that. Fuck, I don't know who I used that on, but I hope it was the right person. And it was just, by the end of it, I was like, this is fucking great. This show is just really good. I'm kind of sad that it didn't really get the appreciation that it really deserved, because it's truly... It was truly a great show, and it's kind of over now, which is really sad, so I don't know if it's going to be acknowledged at all in the future, but Marvel generally ignored it. They didn't want to even bother. They didn't want to even acknowledge it in the movies at all, anything that was going on in the show.
Kill you with one blow.
I remember in articles they would talk about how, one of the big things was, like, Coulson's alive, who was obviously a big major player in the Avengers, and they brought him back in Captain Marvel. And they used to say, well, according to the movies, people think he's dead, so it would be really confusing for audiences to try to be like, wait a second, why is he not dead? And then have to watch a bunch of a TV show to, like, know that information, which kind of made sense at the time. But then now with what they're doing now, it's like, is it going to be the same thing? Like, do people have to watch, like, people surely, if they're going to put Scarlet Witch in the movies again, like, is WandaVision going to be necessary watching? Like, probably. It's like a continuation of her story and, like, her character growth. And, you know, she's with Vision now. And all of that. Like, how's that going to work out? And then they're talking about a Sam Wilson Captain America movie, which, the basis of which, I guess you don't really need to watch Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Or, sorry, Falcon and Winter Soldier to get that idea, because it was kind of just end of Endgame. They're like, you're Captain America now. So it wouldn't be that weird, I guess, to jump to just be like, oh, well, he probably was just like accepted it. You don't really need to watch the show, but there's a lot of development for Bucky and Sharon Carter as well. They brought her back, and Zemo as well too. So if they use those characters again, I feel like the show is kind of necessary watching. You know, are they going to put Bucky and Falcon? If they're making a Sam Wilson movie, I feel like it's going to heavily reference Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right? Surely it must. I would think. Could be wrong. Oh, I forgot. I shouldn't use this on these guys.
Take this.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems stupid to me that they're like,
See my power.
looking back, it was a really dumb thing, because they didn't want to reference, like, Daredevil or any of the Netflix shows in the MCU. Like, they could have just brought, like, I get it. It's like, there's a lot of, like, little shows there. You know, you've got Runaways, you've got Cloak and Dagger, you've got,
Not bad, eh?
you know, all the Netflix shows. What else was there? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agent Carter. You know, they don't want to have to reference all of that stuff and pay a bunch more actors to, like, show up at the end of Endgame, you know. Have the dude that played Daredevil show up. Even though it would have been cool, I get it. But not wanting to reference events that happened in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I'm not so
Giant blast.
convinced was a thing. I think they just didn't want to. I think that it was just a PR move, PR stunt. Especially if they're like bringing in characters like Ghost Rider. They literally introduced Ghost Rider, and what, we're just not going to use this character ever? There's a lot of cool shit they could have done, and they just decided not to. But yeah, after that, so that was all of season 4, and it was really frickin' good. So I'm hoping the other seasons, there's like 2 or 3 more seasons, and I hope they don't drop the ball at any point, but I feel very comfortable with what they've done.
We won! We won!
I'm very happy with it. But I decided to move on to another Marvel show before I return to it. We'll see how I do this, because I might just go through a couple shows and then return and try to finish. Like, maybe I'll have like 5 shows and I'll dodge between seasons to go back. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I want to finish it, but I moved on to Cloak and Dagger because I wanted to finish that. I never finished the first season of Cloak and Dagger. I was kind of intrigued by it because I felt like the plotline was a lot more darker than a usual Marvel show. It felt a lot more like an indie film, I felt like, especially those early episodes. But I was intrigued by it. And of course, I know the characters in the comic books. I believe they're actually X-Men, aren't they? They're actually mutants. But not in the show. I think. I might be wrong about that. There's a lot of characters in the Marvel Universe that just... Oh, they have powers because they're mutants. I feel like those might be one of them, but... Who knows? Yeah. Like, literally one of the Runaways... Like, in the show Runaways, one of the Runaways is literally a mutant, which is why she has powers. But they had to rewrite that in the actual show, so she just kind of has powers because I forget if there was even a reason. I didn't finish the first season of that one either. But there's a lot of those like little quiet little shows that just didn't take off in any way. Like, the only ones people really know about, I think people know of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., just nobody watched it, and then I think people watched it because they did like 7 or 8 seasons. Like, it lasted long enough that I feel like people must have been watching it for some reason. There were a lot of, like, smaller shows, like, who cared about Inhumans? Who cared about Runaways? I've never heard anybody talk about Marvel's Runaways. I've never heard anyone talk about Cloak and Dagger. So I'm watching that now. I'm trying to finish the first season. So I'm starting, like, halfway through the first season, because I watched a fair amount of it. I just missed, like, the ending. It was on Freeform. It was kind of not the easiest thing to watch. But Runaways was on Hulu. Which I think they got at least two or so seasons out of it. It was an okay show. Have I spoken about the comic book? I've read the comic book, and it wasn't something I was especially keen on. It was just, like, clearly made for a younger audience. You know, clearly made for teenagers in that prime time of their lives where they're discovering themselves. All that shit. And there's a lot of, like, when you have something like that, often it comes down to them really thinking they're hot shit. And, did I just somehow, like... I am on the other side, right? It almost just feels like this is the same side I started on. I want to go across this log. Yeah, I don't know. There's one character in there specifically that annoyed the shit out of me because she, like, talks as if she's really smart and knowledgeable, but she's just really annoying. And then all the other characters worship her, which is the most annoying thing. There's like they bring in Spider-Man to just like talk to her and be like, wow, you're really smart for your age. And just like completely validate this character. It's like she's... And I mean, nothing that she was saying was especially... Like, it was very...
Giant blast!
commonly used vernacular.
What a cinch.
Yeah, I don't know. I just really didn't like that character. I tried to like the character, and I'm like, ah, just shut up. He's always complaining, and it's like you're like what, like 16? Like, relax. What do you know? What have you dealt with? I don't know, but I get it. You know what? I was listening to a song today, and it made me think about how I react to things. I was listening to Changes by David Bowie in my car on the drive back. I think it was Changes by David Bowie. I think it was that song, but he mentions like talking about the youth. That you spit upon. They try to change their world. That's something like that. Just too... It made me think, you know. I was like, you know, I am kind of one of those guys that just like discounts the youth, but maybe they're right, you know. I guess I'm not a kid anymore, but you know, maybe they're doing good things. I feel like I'm really hard on teenagers. I just find them annoying when I have to interact with them constantly online. You know, I find them annoying. I find that a lot of the issues that people bring up about online and like Twitter and shit comes from the fact that they're interacting with literal teenagers most of the time. You know, these aren't adults. You can't get upset and like at like, you know, a bunch of kids being pissed off at you. Just like they're kids. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I feel like people they've been given a lot more power than they realistically should have to, like, you know, wielding power over celebrities and all sorts of people online. It's just, like, is that good? Anyways, not to get into that. But I don't know. I did think about it for a second. I'm like, maybe I am just out of touch these days.
Not bad, eh?
Maybe ultimately they're doing good things and I just don't... I'm not seeing that part of it, you know? I don't know. I don't think they're all bad, you know? It's just... I know I was an idiot when I was a teenager, you know, so... Like, I wouldn't trust my teenage self to have made good decisions. I made a lot of shitty decisions. You know, you grow and you get better, and like you realize how fucking stupid you were when you were younger, and how all the bad decisions that you made, and probably you know better now, you know? That's all it is. Anyways. I hate these stupid birds, bro. Bro, I don't like these birds, bro.
Piece of cake.
Yeah. I watched the trailer for the MCU. Well, I talked about Shang-Chi already. I watched the trailer for Phase 4 of MCU. And, it doesn't look that bad. I feel like there's some cool stuff that might come out of it. Might be a little excited for it. You know? Maybe I'm too negative. Maybe I'm too much of a negative Nancy a lot of the time. It's gotta be more positive. Oh, I watched Midsummer, which this is another thing I talked to my sister about. I feel like she missed the point a little bit. Every time I look at Guido, I'm like, what do I do with you? What do I do with this character? Man, I don't know if I can talk about it without spoiling it, but I feel like as far as the relationship aspect goes, not to get too deep into it, but as far as the relationship aspect goes,
Blaze brightly, oh flame.
I said that the guy is not that bad a person, you know. The girlfriend was a little high maintenance, and she kind of took offense to that. She's like, what? How could he say that? But she just is. She just is, you know? Like, the whole beginning, I get it. In my opinion, she's kind of, like, pouring all of her problems. She's trying to, like, fix this relationship that's already dead. And, like, she's kind of, like, he's already kind of wants to move on, but at the same time, he's clinging to it because, like, there's the first reason is he's not sure if he wants to, like, he's just not sure if he wants to move on. And then the second part of it is she's dealing with a lot of shit, and it's, like, cruel to... I mean, he's not a good person, like, throughout the film. He kind of acts really shitty. But, like, I get where he's coming from, that he just wants to be done with it, kind of, and move on with his life.
Ha! Take that, I'll kill ya!
He's just in a really awkward position, and she's very clingy. You know? So I felt...
Giant blast!
I don't know. I don't think it's a problem to say she's high maintenance, right? She is, right? I mean, I know it's kind of a dick thing to say if she was a real person. It's not something I would say, but... You know, it's just... That's how I would describe that situation, right? Whatever. I don't care. I'm being inflammatory. I'm sorry, guys. I'm in an inflammatory mood today. You know what? I've been writing. It's been a while since I've recorded something. So I wrote a whole bunch of shit on my list here. And I don't know how much of it I can actually talk about. Because it's like such a in-passing thing that I wrote like a week ago. Maybe I could talk about this. I'm like, why did I write this down? I don't know. I don't even remember this. Oh, fuck. I was looking at my list. I played Overwatch with my friends the other day. I wasn't sure if we were gonna do it again. Cause I was like, I was a little worried. Cause I know they've been sick of Overwatch before. But, the thing is... I just don't really want to lose like the friends that kind of made playing Among Us, because I feel like Among Us is kind of they've definitely all lost interest in Among Us, and I don't know if I can get everybody together to play Among Us much anymore. And there's something that I could talk about with that, but so we got back to play Overwatch once, and then like Punder wanted to play Overwatch, and then she ended up not, and then we played with her once. You know, we've invited her to this other Discord, so it's just a little. I don't know. Worried that we might lose our new friend because we're kind of moving on. You know what I mean? That's about it. But we did play it again. We had a really good time. We played a little bit of competitive, which was an issue. Competitive always feels the same to me, man. It's like every time I get on, it's like sometimes it goes really well. Like, I feel like when I play on my own, it's actually generally better. But I feel like when I play, like, the only time I would really want to do competitive is with people I know, so I don't have to deal with randos who just are toxic assholes and, you know, don't just want to scream at everybody. I don't want to deal with those people, you know? So, like, I would want to play with my friends, but then at the same time, we're at such varying levels of skill that it's just not a good idea. We rarely win because you'll generally have another team that has good synergy, good teamwork, knows what they're doing. You know, they queue up for competitive often enough that they know what each other's strengths are. They work together well. We just don't really have that. We've never really had team synergy. What we have is, like, we have some skill on our team. So, if, like, sometimes you'll have, like, a lot of the time we play quick play and shit, and because we're communicating even in that tiny little bit of communication goes a long way in quick play, because we'll be like, oh, this person's over here, let's all go. Somebody come save me, I'm getting attacked by this guy, you know. And then even like a modicum of skill from like your healers doing a lot of shit can fucking carry you. You know, there's a lot that can happen in quick play that can kind of turn the tides of the battle and just make it so that you win. And all of that kind of together makes it so that we do pretty well in quick play most of the time, unless we get it against a really good team that's actually try-harding, you know. If we're playing against just average people, we do fine. Which it just doesn't translate to actual competitive, because in actual competitive, people take it seriously. You know. And I feel like our communication, although we have that little bit of communication, we just don't actually work together at all. So, like, we should be trying to do certain things, but we'll often have people kind of just doing their own little thing, like, and there's also a little bit of, one of the big problems I think that we lost, the reason we lost our final round was that I feel from quick play it's different. I feel like everybody's kind of scared, a little bit like nervous to like go in. Like they play very defensively, and so like so I was playing Zarya and I was like, okay, this is a good time. We should try to go onto the point, and then everybody was like behind me. And there's a lot of times where I felt like I was kind of like just alone because nobody followed me in when I kind of would expect them to. Like, it just feels really different. Like, for some reason, everybody plays differently, and I don't know why. Well, I kind of know why, because I feel that sometimes myself, you know, where it's like... it's like normally I would do a rush in if everybody's being a little too defensive, but you know, I don't know, what am I trying to say? Oh shit, I should have used magic here and I'm not. Well, that was a mistake. The pressure feels higher, because I always feel like in these situations, like if I mess up, it feels like much worse than it normally would in quick play. Like it's just like, oh wow, I'm like, if I mess something up or I do something wrong, I'm like, wow, I guess, like it hurts more because I'm like, especially if somebody notices and they're like, wow, you really shouldn't have done that, you know? It's like, no, I shouldn't have. I should have done better. And then it like feels more impactful when you screw up. It's just like, so there's much more pressure, you know, to play really well.
100 million degrees.
So I often find myself kind of like falling back a little bit more, like not playing as proactively as I normally would, in an effort to just not make mistakes, whereas I should be trying to push myself out there. But at the same time, I feel like everybody's doing that, and then in that case, you know, there's not much we can do to change the situation. So that's why I don't like to do competitive in general. If I had like a good group, I felt like that we had good synergy and we could like really trust each other to do the things that we're all supposed to do, then I feel like it would work out. But I just don't feel like we're really there. We're not a great team, you know. We get along for the most part, but I don't really think we're a good team. Not that I don't trust them to be good at the characters they play. I think they're generally pretty good. It's just that we don't. It's a heavily team-based game, and I don't think our team synergy is there. It's basically just that. I don't know. I'm reiterating the same point, but I feel like if I'm not clear about it, people misinterpret my shit all the time. And yeah, that's the reason. I guess I don't lean into Overwatch comp too much. Like we could get there if like we wanted to take a lot of time to practice, but I just don't feel like that's gonna happen. I feel like we're just gonna play randomly one night and people are gonna be like, hey, let's try competitive, and then we do it and we lose, and then we're like, okay, well, I guess we shouldn't have done that. Just how it always happens, you know. Because you really have to, like, prepare yourself for competitive, and we have to, like, practice and try, you know. Or else we are just going to lose every single battle, and then if that's fun for people, I don't know. I personally, I don't really care that much. It just does feel like a lot of pressure if I'm, like, expected to try really hard, and then we're, like, losing. And then it's like, well, is it my fault? You know, and then that blame can come at me, and then, you know, I like to avoid that, basically. Whereas quick play, it's kind of like, well, it doesn't really matter, you know.
Burn to a crisp.
Like, I'd love to just not take it seriously and just have fun, but I just don't know if that's really our dynamic at all. No, not necessarily true, because I would like to win as well, and if we're just playing competitive and constantly losing, I'd rather just say, let's play quick play. Like, why are we even playing comp if we're just gonna not win? we're not winning, we're not trying hard enough, you know.
Blaze brightly, O flame.
There's no reason we should be jumping into comp here. So I guess I've got both sides of that in me. But I wouldn't generally be toxic about it, I don't think. Actually, maybe I have in the past, but sometimes they have moods, you know? Sometimes I just have moods where I'm a bad person for a little bit, and I regret those, and you know. But if I think about it, this is kind of how I feel about it. I'm not a competitive person.
We won! We won!
I get flustered easily though sometimes if I get, you know, I don't know, get pressured, get called out for something. I often don't react well to it. Kind of sets me off and I don't say the right things. Well, Justin, you finally made it. Alright, now we can get there. It's not a dream. Time to make the bridge to Alent. Throw the medal into the spring. Just what I was gonna do. Here goes. Looks like my job is done, eh? Now it's your turn, Justin. You make the way. Huh? What do you mean, Guido? Aren't you gonna go with us? Justin, remember what I had told you when we met the... I'm adding too many A's. Met the first time? I say to you, everybody got a place in the world. A role to play. That's mean everybody, eh? I got my role. Only I can do it, eh? Same for you, compadre. You no worry, eh? You figure it out when you get to Alent. You find your real role. My real role? I must say goodbye now. Justin, Fina, Rapino, say hello to Liete for me, eh? You bet, Guido. See you again soon. Oh, we're just leaving. Bro, I'm not... Bro, I wanted to check out the other base area. I didn't think this was... Oh, bro. Okay. Well, there's a whole other base area that I wanted to look at. Oh, no. I hate when this happens.
Woohoo! Wow, this is high! Woohoo!
Incredible! We keep zooming through the clouds.
We're not gonna be dropping down from here, right?
Look, Justin.
That must be Alent. All the answers will be there.
Am I gonna be able to go back? So this is Alent? I finally made it. Fina, Rap, how about this? We're really here. You did it, Justin. Right, Jus. Okay, let's keep going. Liete must be waiting. Can I go back? This place looks like a nightmare. Oh, God. A mana egg. Well, that would indicate to me that this place is not the end. Or we'd be able to go back. One of the two. Okay, very curious, very strange, very weird. Can I really not go in the sand here? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, anyways. Sorry if I'm rambling or being a bit too negative today. This might be a bit of an off day for me, I don't know. Might not be like the optimal recording time. You know. Depending on the day, I feel like sometimes I have good recordings and then other times I have terrible recordings and I'm like, ooh. Yikes. Gotta make up for this one. You feel me? Do you know what I mean? Maybe not. Oh. There's actually a lot that's happened since I haven't recorded in a long time, so there's a whole hell of a lot here on my... Oh, hello. I fought you before. This is that dragon. Hydra. I fought him before. Where did I fight him? Wasn't he in the mermaid area, or was that a different guy? Alright, well, we're gonna try to stall him best we can.
Secret move! Dragon King Slice!
Good.
Blaze brightly, O flame.
Nice. And we use Disc Cutter. Actually, I could probably afford to use like Demon Ball or something.
Try this one.
Gadwin's secret move! Dragon King Slice!
Yeah, my birthday was last weekend. I didn't even talk about that at all. That was a whole thing that actually happened, and totally just... It's just because it's been like a whole week since I've recorded. Yeah, I got some cool stuff. My sisters gave me like a whole chest of things. It was pretty wild. I got a whole bunch of like retro games, and I got Jump Force on the Xbox One as well. Which I haven't tried any of them out yet. I tried to play the I got a Neo Geo. Sorry, not a Neo Geo game. A Game Gear game.
Dragon King Slice!
I got Sonic Triple Trouble on the Game Gear. I was like, oh, cool. But I wanted to try it out, and I just didn't have the... I couldn't find the cable to power the dang thing, which was disappointing.
This'll teach you.
So I'd like to play it, but I simply can't, you see.
Try this one.
Oh, this is so cool. We are utterly destroying this fucking thing.
Dragon King Slice!
Is there only one left, or are there two? There's two. Yeah, but I got a lot of cool stuff. Oh, we went to like an escape room, was apparently the big surprise. It was a lot of fun. I've never done an escape room before, so it was very new to me. But it was really cool. I'd like to do more of those. I kind of felt like we had too many people though, because I kind of felt like shit was happening, and I was like, I don't know what to do. You know, I was kind of subjugated into the back, while everybody else was kind of working on figuring other stuff out. I had like maybe one or two things that I figured out.
All right. Big win for us.
Especially the magnet puzzles. I feel like I kind of helped with those. But so is this just gonna be like a boss rush? Because we're totally gonna win this. Assuming we can recover after. Let me see. Surely. Actually, did I pick up any items? I should check that. We might have got some res potions. But yeah, it was a nice birthday. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, do I have much else to say? So I watched some movies last week. Oh, Midsummer I already talked about, but I also watched King Kong vs. Godzilla. The first one, not the remake. I want to work my way up through like the Godzilla and the King Kong movies. I'm just that person. Okay, so this guy was in the fucking... This guy we faced in the Underground Ruins. Oh, the Great Susano? Oh, man. I know this guy. He's a powerful...
Gatwin's secret move.
He's a powerful hero from Japanese lore. He's like a warrior. Actually, that's all I know about him. I don't know how... Like... What's the word? How... Authentic, realistic the lore from like Okami. If you've played Okami, there's a character based on Susanoo in there. Basically a hero who defeats the big dragon. The only other time I've heard Susanoo referenced was Naruto. Susanoo is the big... So, you got Itachi, right? Those are kind of his iconic moves, is like the Susanoo and the Amaterasu that he uses. Susanoo is like a big like skeleton that he can kind of summon. Like a giant fucking skeleton of a warrior.
Blaze brightly, O flame!
I think it's just a big Japanese hero. Anyways, why did I bother trying to explain that when I don't really know anything about it?
100 million degrees. Take that.
Yeah, King Kong vs. Godzilla. I feel like with those movies, I have to just kind of put them on the background and not really pay attention to them, because I feel like that's just how you're supposed to watch it. You know, because if you try to like pay attention to this stupid storyline, it's so basic and dumb, and it's like, who cares? You just like gotta have fun with the monster fights, you know? Because it feels like I'm watching the same fucking movie over and over again, and I'm like, oh god, just get to the fights, you know? Like that's just how, I guess that's just how it's gotta be. I'm learning my lesson. That's one of those movies you gotta put in the background, not pay attention to at all.
Burnout.
It's genuinely a cool idea, though. It was a Japanese movie, but they did have some American actors in it. And they basically just liked the idea of Kong, I guess. And they're like, wouldn't it be cool if we brought this American monster and had it fight Godzilla? And then they just did that. And they kept the lore for Kong, which I really liked. Like, they didn't try to make a new Kong or something. It's just like, no, it's exactly King Kong. It's just him. It's just literally him.
Oh, wind, twist like a tornado.
And they definitely did fight.
Burnout.
It did seem like it would be a little bit favored in Godzilla's favor because he's got a lot of, like, he has range, you know. Kong's just really strong. I guess they'd be like the same level of strength, but Godzilla has like fire breath and shit, you know. And he's got like electric blades. Shit. Alright, we're just basic attacking. Screw this. Fucking die, dude. Goodbye. But they tried to change it by saying that Godzilla, despite having all of that, King Kong is much smarter. He's a very intelligent monster, creature. And I liked that. I liked that they went there and tried to, like, say, oh, well, you know, it's not so clear-cut, you know? Man, I just have this god knife, and I'm never gonna get anything better than that, it seems. Dude just gave me a whip, and it's not anywhere remotely better. Where do I go? Do I go down here? Do I look at this thing? What's this about? Why is this here? Very mysterious. Okay. Man, I really hope I didn't miss anything in that fucking mountain base. I'm hoping I can just go back to it later on, you know? I'm gonna go back and save. I can literally just do this. There's no reason I can't. Unless they cut me off from it, then I'll just go for it. But why wouldn't I just go save and recharge all my abilities when I can just do that? Oh, wait. Hold on. Hang on. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good. Let's stash the, got another scarab. Yet again, we have another scarab. Revival, Chain Gem, Emperor Whip. Get rid of all this garbage. Don't know that I need as many res potions as I have. I'll carry around 2. I'll carry 2 around. Yeah, kind of a fun movie if you don't pay attention to it. So I'm gonna try to watch the remaining Godzilla films like that, because that's the big struggle with those, is like, god damn it, how do I get through this, like, story just to get to the action scenes? It's all that you care about, you know, and it's not even that impressive. I mean, it's fucking from the 40s, 50s or something. It's like not that big a deal, but I just want the I want the lore, you know. I want the lore and I want the action scenes. I want to watch how they do this. I want to watch Godzilla fighting big things. That's all. That's all I care about. All right, there's this bro. What's he about? Phantom Dragon. Where did I fight this guy before? Yeah, we're just gonna stick with magic for now.
degrees. Take that. Giant blast.
I don't think fire bothers him that much. Yikes. Yeah, I wrote down Disguised Toast on here for two reasons. Mostly, first reason was because of something he said about Among Us kind of dying and him kind of leaving. He's officially left now. And then like Hafu has talked about also quitting, which kind of makes me feel like the game's just gonna die after they're both done. And if he's already done, I'm just like, game's kind of gonna die. I felt a little weird that like Hafu was saying that, because she's got this lobby that I feel like is just kind of now picking up a lot of traction. Like, they're becoming very, very popular as kind of a group entity. And it's like, you guys are going to stop playing Among Us? And, like, what are you going to do? Like, there's not a lot of games you can bring a whole hell of a lot of people into, you know? It's just not that common a thing. You could maybe switch to, like, Minecraft or something, but...
Gadwin's secret move.
I don't know.
Dragon King
But the
Slice.
thing was, one of her, like, regular players, which is, like, 5-Up, is literally creating a map right now. And it's like, you guys, if you guys kill this game right now, it's like... all that work and effort that your friend has put into making a new map is all gonna go to waste. It's like they just don't realize that, I guess. They just don't... They just probably just don't realize it. That, like, the popularity of this game, I think, does revolve a little bit around
You'll be okay?
them popularizing it.
Ha! Take that, I'll kill ya!
Anyways, don't really care that much about it, but, you know, if we have to move on, find something else, that's fine. Like, we're already getting back into Overwatch, which is nice. I don't think we're gonna really get back into Overwatch. I think it's just, like, a thing to do now, while we wait for another thing to do. I mean, some of them are playing, like, Valheim or something. I don't know what their other friend groups that they have, but I wouldn't mind playing something like that, genuinely. Just I wasn't invited. It's just that I wasn't invited to do that. You know? Nobody invited me.
Now you'll be okay.
I'm not bitter. Okay, I don't like this. Alright, this guy hits pretty hard. We do need to try to cancel him as much as possible, but
Gadwin's secret move. Dragon King Slice.
I might need to try a little harder here. He's not that bad, but his attacks hit hard. And I can kind of spam the all heal here.
Now you'll be okay.
Go for it.
Here goes!
Cancelled. Sorry.
See that shot of mine?
And we win these. And we move right along. I'm glad Rap's sticking with us. Oh. Welcome to Alent. It has been a long time since guests have come. Liete welcomes you. Liete? I finally made it. Like I promised, just like I promised. So teach me all about Angelo. I see you have come with many questions. Feel free to look for your answers. Huh? What are you talking about? Do you remember me? It's Justin. Justin! So your name is Justin. It is an honor to meet you. My name is Liete. Justin, what are those? Huh? What? They're all Lietes. What's going on? Look at that little dancing man. Look at those little dancing men. What the heck's this all about? I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I'll tell you what. Alent Chapel. Interesting name to call a place. Hello. There are many Lietes here in Alent. There's only one that has life. Because she must live alone in silence. She created us to make Alent seem like a living city. But we are all illusions, so we disappear like this. Oh, okay. Goodbye. I guess I'll just talk to all the Lietes. Hello? This is the place of remembrance for the civilization of Angelo. Lietes remained alone over the ages to guard the memories of Angelo. Ages ago, Liete's father said that she would see through sad eyes. I don't know why he said that. I've never seen Liete with a sad expression. Gaia is greed and evil that feeds on the energy of spirit stones. Gaia is a degraded spirit stone. Its fundamental nature is to assimilate spirit and grow. Once Gaia begins to grow, it will assimilate all spirits for its own growth. When this has happened, the world will be different. It will change into the world of death. Okay, so they didn't create Gaia, they just tried to trap it, probably. Alright. It's some entity that feeds on spirit stones and shit. Okay. Bye. The two metals are each symbolic. The metal of wisdom of the Moge and the metal of knowledge of Liete. The wise Moge are merchants on the planet's surface. Knowledgeable Liete witnesses history from above. Okay, the Moge are very important to this whole situation, apparently. Ooh, baby, I know your legs must be tired, 'cause y'all been running through my mind all day. Liete, are you alright? You have such a strange look. Why, I'm fine. I was simply greeting you the way I have observed others do on the planet. Chill, chill. Very chill. Nice vibe. Good vibe. Solid vibes. Yo, babe. Are you... are you alright? Because you fell down. Originally, the Spirit Stone manifested its power only together with the Icarians. When one attempted to use the powers of the Spirit Stone without Icarians, the result was Gaia. Gaia is not simply an altered form of the Spirit Stone. It is a mirror of the greed and evil nature of its possessor. Ah, okay. Okay. So a non-Icarian tried to use a Spirit Stone and created Gaia. So normally Icarians would use the Spirit Stones, and then Gaia kind of killed the Icarians. But then who sealed Gaia? There are many races of humans. Humans with long ears, with horns, with large bodies, with great speed. Speed? Long ago, all the races lived together without borders or strife. There were many races, all human, and they all lived together. According to legend, at the beginning of time, when the spirits gave the Spirit Stone to humans, and it was known as the Spirit Stone, two twin sisters, the Icarians, were born of human parents. The Icarians and the Spirit Stone were of one destiny, one fate. It is said that when the Spirit Stone is one, Icarians are born. But the Spirit Stone is broken into 7 pieces. Ever since, Icarians have ceased to be born. Interesting. Icarians are always born as twins. This is because twins and Icarians represent peace and harmony. Twins? Icarians? Harmony? Even though twins are separate, it is said their hearts are one. And the birth of Icarians is a token of the blessings of the spirits on humans. Thus they are both considered symbols of peace and harmony. Now please ascend to the Pupple Hall upstairs to listen to the living Liete explain the rest. Okay. Liete, now you're the real Liete. Welcome, Chosen One. Welcome to Angelo. Now, Justin, you who have many questions. Yes? Liete, I came just like I promised. Now answer all the questions. It is my duty to give the answers to the one who asks. Justin, I shall tell you all that I know.
What I have inherited is my many old memories of Angelo. Together with those memories, I have also inherited the name of Liete.
Liete?
Long ago, in the ancient past, men could speak with spirits. This is a story from an age when humans were merely a small part of this world. The people of this time spoke of many things with the spirits. And the people also learned many, many things from the world. The light of the Spirit Stone, the symbol of the promise, continued to illuminate the world. The people gained sufficient power to travel, even to the faraway stars. But finally, the day came when men learned to steal. They stole riches from their own land and power from the skies. And last of all, they stole the Spirit Stones from the hands of the Icarian twins. They even tried to change the world with that light. Gaia greatly changed the appearance of the world. But people had forgotten that the light of the Spirit Stones reflects one's very own soul. The people who had forgotten the promise had already lost the blessings of the spirits. Halting the death of the world was already impossible. Just as the people could not halt their own desire.
When the Spirit Stone broke apart the bond between people, and the world was also severed. Perhaps people will never be at one with the world again. Spirit Stone is the bond between people and the world? Spirit Stone's light is a mirror of the human heart. Justin, that is the way your Spirit Stone was. It showed me your heart. Look there. Tablets of remembrance reflect the hearts of the Lieres across the ages, like the Spirit Stone reflects the human heart. Red shows happiness, blue shows the sadness in the heart of Liere. They are almost all blue. Having destroyed the ancient world, Gaia was stopped in exchange for the lives of the Icarian twins. There has not been a red tablet since then. Liere, what color is your tablet? My tablet has not been colored yet. It will probably be blue. A sad tablet, but why? Because there's one who is using the power of the Spirit Stone to resurrect Gaia and destroy the world. I see. That's Ball, isn't it? Grabbing up the Spirit Stones. But we stopped him from bringing back Gaia. We blew up the ship he was on and the Spirit Stone burned up. I'm afraid the Spirit Stone would never burn. As a matter of fact, it seems the pieces of the Spirit Stone are now closer than ever to uniting once again. What? Then does that mean that Ball is still alive? Gaia will rise again when the pieces of the Spirit Stone unite. The tragic myth of Angelo is once again about to come true. Liere, am I to understand that if Gaia is revived, only my sister and I can stop it? That is correct, Fina. Wait a minute, Liere. The myth says that both Lena and Fina will have to die. We can't do it that way. Isn't there another way? Alent is supposed to have all the answers. Here in Alent lies all of the past. There's not even a single piece of the future. Future doesn't exist? Then what can we do? We came to Alent to get the answers we needed. Ask for the aid of the spirits. Only the embodied one who embodies truth is said to be able to open that door in the spirit sanctuary. Spirit sanctuary? And where's that, Liette? It is everywhere, and it is nowhere in the world. So it is said. But you might be able to reach it, you who were able to reach Alent. Let me ask you something, Liette. You just said that the future does not exist here, right? Well, what about your future? I suppose your future is not here either, then. I do not choose the color of my tablet. That is determined by the age I live in. No, you're looking at it wrong. If the age you live in colors your tablet, then change the age itself. No one makes your future. Your future comes from the way you live your life. Live it fully and make your own future. Make the future? Yeah, and you can't do that here, so come with us, Liette. Make your own future, like us. I am Liette, ruler of history. Perhaps the way I can make my future is to watch the future that you make. Alright, Justin, I'll go with you. So that the future that you make can color my tablet red. Really? Well, hell, alright. Alright. Alright, well, we got Liette, guys. Cool. Epic. Let's fix the future, guys. Come on, Liette. We're leaving. Wait, where are we? Are we supposed to be here? Don't worry, Justin. This is the gondola. The only way to return to the planet. I can't tell if we're up high or down low. Don't worry. The gondola is quite safe. The hell?
This will take us back to the ground?
Yes. Climb aboard, and you will drop to the ground in a flash.
Drop? This thing drops straight down?
Of course. Straight down.
Hang on there! If we drop from here...
Don't be so worried. When you hit the ground, you will stop quite nicely.
Let me down!
Yes, yes. Down. Here we go.
No! Not like that!
This is getting very anime all of a sudden. I guess it's always been kind of anime, but, you know. It's getting especially anime. Ha ha ha. Gaia, can you hear me? I finished it. Here, your castle. How long? How long it has been. Wait for the day you awake. For the day. The day I rule the world. Attention, all personnel. I am now the highest ranking officer of the Garlisle forces. Operation Yggdrasil is now aborted. Forces will now initiate the destruction of all spirit stones and of Gaia. Well then, Ball, hand over that piece of the spirit stone. Heh, don't be a fool. Gaia is superior. It is evolution's step up from humanity. But you, with your humanoid blood, you would never understand what evolution has wrought. Gaia is lord of all. My lord, your lord, lord of the world. Idiot. What nonsense. Your end has come, Ball. Ha ha ha. Mullen, you are but an insect. You think you can defeat me? Ha ha ha. Taste the powers of my sword. Around and around. Alent spins around. Is everyone alive? Just barely. Where are we? This is the place you call the Savannah. Does that mean we have returned in one piece? Then how could this be? Gaia. Where is Gaia? Over there. I feel the signs of Gaia up ahead in a place beyond the Lucette Mountains. Well, shall we go, Justin? Without a moment's delay, we have to stop Gaia. Yeah, bro. Let's get out of here, bro. Oh. I know where I am. I'm back here, huh? East Savannah. East Savannah, eh? Alright, well, we gotta cross out. We just gotta leave here, I think. I think the monsters are more difficult now, though. Probably. Like, what am I... Where am I going, you know? Do I want to explore again, or is it just gonna be the same shit? Because I've pretty much, like, already explored this area pretty thoroughly. How hard are you guys? Scissor lock. Let's just see. Well, let's see what Liette can do. Red shock. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, she's... Oh my god, there's a resurrect spell that I didn't even have. You're joking, dude. It's just a level 3 water spell. Wow, I could have had that the whole time and I didn't. Now is the time to build up our magic. I've decided.
Oh, great Earth, show your power.
Yep, that definitely worked. Yeah, fuck it, whatever. Just use random bullshit.
100 million degrees. Take that. Come back with reinforcements.
Okay, those guys weren't hard at all. This is gonna lead to a different area. Okay. Okay. Alright. Well. So this is just... Wait, okay. So I've already explored this. But I'm curious. I'm a little curious, because... There was like another area I remember that I couldn't get to. Which I kind of want to explore a little bit more here. I think if I have much else to talk about. I read some comics today. I read Spider-Man. It was really good. Immortal Hulk as well. I'm slowly starting to realize which writers are really good and which ones I'm like, whatever. But some of them have really good consistency. Like Jason Aaron in his like Thor series, I think is so consistently good that I can kind of count on that to be anything that he does to be pretty good. And he's like a newer writer. He does Thor. The guy who did the guy who did the fucking
100 million degrees. Take that.
Let's build this up.
Blaze brightly, O flame!
Here we go.
The guy who did the new the Black Panther comic 2018.
That was an easy victory.
I think that guy's got doing some good shit. That surprised me how cool that was. Because it's like Black Panther and he's in space. He's apparently been captured by some like galactic prison, and he ends up with this organization. He doesn't have his Black Panther suit. It was a really cool opening. I'm actually pretty hyped for this one. I think it's gonna be really good. But I couldn't for the life of me tell you the name. It's like Tenehes. He's got a strange name. That's why I can't remember. It's Tenehisi something like that. Yeah, man, I'm reading all sorts of stuff. I'm getting a good idea for like what I like and what I don't. It's just whatever. The guy who's writing Spider-Man currently, or in 2018, that one, like the issues are good, but there's nothing there that's like really blowing me away. It seems like standard Spider-Man fare. You know, they're just fun, silly little stories. Like the newest one that I'm watching is reading is basically. Well, okay, they introduced this like thief organization that's kind of like
Giant blast!
they steal all of the weapons from all of the superheroes, and it just every important thing. And it's like, how do they do this? It's not really explained. It's like, oh, they're the most secretive, powerful thief organization. They just managed to steal everything. Somehow they stole even Thor's hammer. And you know, it's just like it doesn't say how they did it. You just are meant to assume that they had a way. They're just that good at what they do. Oh shit, look at this. We can go up here now. See, this was what I was looking for. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't just assume I couldn't get up here. What is this? Teleportation room? This magic launch pad is the only place in the world that leads to the Tower of Temptation. I have confidence in my power. Only one with relentless discipline may advance to the center of the circle. What, bro? What? Well, this is just not fair. I don't know which of these I don't have. I'm sure I don't have that. Now I do. Move ring. Pretty sure I don't have that. Oh, I don't want to equip. Oh, so that's not an equipable thing? I thought it was. Plus 50 action is fucking insane, dude. That is a lot. I'm just gonna buy one of each. So long as I can afford it. Did I buy that? Oh, okay. It's like, oh god, I don't want to buy more of it than I need. Wait, did I didn't buy the Earth Charm. Alright, there we go. We should have one of each. I don't know how this is gonna play out exactly. I can kind of see where your game is going. I'm gonna save here, though. Alright. So the obvious thing to do here is to just try to pick these up. Now the thing about that is it's far too obvious. You know what I mean? But this place is also called Temptation Tower. And, so, you know, I think my path is clear here. I'm gonna try to pick these up. And we got a 0 knife. Cool. I definitely thought there would be 0 attack. Oh. Are these just gonna fucking fill my inventory with nonsense? 0 sword. I don't think I can hold anything else. I literally can't. I don't think I can hold anything else. These are kind of interesting, though. Wait, I have 2 earth charms? It's kind of cringe. Mage lips, nail polish. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna get rid of, what do I have? 2 blue? Whatever. I need to find a place to store items. I've already said it. I'm gonna see if I can find a place, and then I'm just kinda gonna drop off everything I have. If possible. So that's kind of the hope here. I'm kind of shocked that they don't have one right at the fucking beginning of the damn place, but... I mean, shit. I would really like one.